Hello, my guest today is someone who's really made me happy and also someone who binds India together. It's with his art, his craft, his skill and discipline. That there's only one way which you can bind India is with the power of dance. Let me introduce to you my three divas of classical Indian dance. Kaushalya Reddy ji, Radha Reddy ji, and of course, the great one and only Raja Reddy ji. I'm so happy and grateful that you've come today on this show. And it's been such an honor because what you have done for India is something which has really touched my heart. People believe that you have to be a businessman, an industrialist, or someone who does something and works to earn money and passion, and that's the only way you can make India proud. But what nobody understands, that there's music, dance, art, sculpture, and so many other beautiful talents and colors in our country which can actually make India proud. I'm going to take you through the journey of Dr. Kaushalya Reddy ji, Radha Reddy ji, and of course, the great one and only Raja Reddy ji. How and what they have done to make India proud. Hello, how are you? And welcome to my show. I'd really like to ask you if you can tell us how did you start how old were you when you started your kala, your dance, and how did it all come from within?
You see, from childhood,
Yes.
we were both, and Radha and me were interested in the Bhagavatam,
Okay.
Yakshaganam,
Okay.
even Kolatam.
Okay.
In the villages, the people used to perform.
Mm-hmm.
So from the low-class people,
Mm-hmm.
from village to village, they used to travel and they performed the stories of Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, and sometimes Shiva Leelas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so once they perform stories, means from the night after dinner,
Mm-hmm.
we used to sit and watch it whole night. That kind of this. They used to dance, they used to sing, and they used to talk.
Oh,
Because
dance, sing, and talk.
yes, because village has to attend. If the movement they understand, but in the talk they understand what the story is.
Okay.
So we used to watch in the morning, like in the night,
Okay.
whole night.
Okay.
When I was very young,
Right.
even Radha was also very young. She was
She used to watch. So this was at what age? How old were you at that time?
it was just 6-7 years. I used to watch throughout that, very interesting.
Actually, what used to happen is on certain occasions, the artist used to be invited to come in for sir. So it used to be like an entertainment period for the town and the villages. So during that time, when they came to perform,
Right.
they were being exposed since childhood. But it so happened that they got mesmerized and they started liking, and he started secretly participating.
Acha. And this was at the age of 6.
6,
Yes.
7, yeah.
Okay.
So actually, it used to be like my Nanaji and Dadaji and all, and his parents, they used to patronize. Like, bade log hain ye wahan. So that's how it used to happen. And he used to sneak out, and it so happened in another village.
Okay.
He
So,
went
and
and
that's where-
participated. That's where his father discovered that this boy is doing
Very talented.
so,
Yes.
talent. Yes.
After seeing that Yakshaganam or Bhagavatam, I was very much interested to take part.
Yeah.
But my father, they, agricultural family, they will not allow us to participate.
Right.
But Radha used to watch, and she used to perform in the daytime with her friends
Okay.
at home, the sales, whatever the scene.
She used to watch your performance, or she used to watch it?
No.
Bhagavad, people used to come and perform.
Okay, the people used to come in.
Yeah,
They would attach the same thing with friends, they used to have fun, like any other child.
Childhood, yes.
her village is different, my village
Your
is
village
different.
is
So, but without the knowledge of my parents, I used to take part small characters.
Yes.
Like Abhimanyu or Arjun, like the small characters.
Right.
They used to travel from village to village.
Right.
So in another village, without the knowledge of my parents, I used to perform.
Acha.
So that after 1 year, 2 years, in the one of the village, where my father came and with his friends, they came to see the play, Bhagavatam, where I was there.
Okay.
And when I entered the stage, I was Abhimanyu. And my father's friend said, "What is this? Then your son is participating. This is not this is only low-class people profession."
Oh.
We are criticized.
Yes.
And my father was very, very angry, and he gave me under this thing.
And not only that, what happened was,
And
after he was discovered, he was sent to district for education because he is taking part in doing these things.
then he shifted me to the taluka
Okay.
for studies. So from 5th class onwards, I went there. There Bhagavatam, Kolatam, the Yakshaganam was not there in the taluka, Nirmal. There. So I was there and I was studying there only. But after there, one film theater was there.
So you were mentioning that you were in a different village and Radhaji was in a different village. And at that time, when you did your dance and your father was very angry. So then did you tell your father that you wanted to do this?
That was his knowledge. I used to take part, and he was there suddenly. So he was there with his friends.
Okay.
And after dinner, he came to see the Bhagavatam, where they saw me on the stage. So my father's friends said, "What is this? Your son is doing this.
Right.
It's not our profession." Then he gave me hunters, and he shifted me to the taluka place to studies there. So I went to Nirmal Taluka to study after 5th class there.
So you went to study after the 5th class. 5th class means you were 10 years old.
Yes.
Oh,
So basically, when he was sent there to Nirmal, but that was a different ball game.
right.
There he was exposed to cinema because there was a theater.
Okay.
That was the turning point for him.
Cinema theatre was there, and the first time I see the films
Acha.
there.
Okay.
And you'll be surprised which film I saw for 17 days continuously.
Which one?
Nagin.
Nagin. Okay, because of the dance.
Yeah, but
Your father Barsa.
She was a Bharatanatyam dancer.
Yeah, okay.
And I know.
And that's where you saw, that's why you liked it? Or you liked it because of Vijayendra Balaji?
Yes.
Yes. And so were you a fan of hers?
Yes.
that was
Only because of dance I liked that. Vajayantala. She was a Bharatanatyam dancer, but in Nagin, she was doing very beautiful this.
Right. Okay.
That's why 17 days I saw. I used to copy the dance. Whenever our marriage functions or some functions are there,
Right.
I used to dance with my friend there.
Acha. Okay.
So I was mad about dance after seeing that film.
Okay, even more. When you were 6 years.
and that is when he felt that he should go and learn.
Okay.
So when he went,
After high school, then I was studying dance actually. I wanted to do the Kuchipudi dance, but in the college, Kuchipudi was not there. So I was forcefully joined for Kathak class. What was that?
So whatever form of dance was available at that time. And which year was this?
It was, I think,
it was
1949, 41.
Yes.
50, I think 56, 57.
1957. So that is clear, closer to independence. After closer to what independence.
Yeah.
So 1950.
so whenever the Nagin movie was released, that again is the turning point happened. And also the reason why he took up Kathak was the Kuchipudi Guru. This used to teach him because of his complexion, because of his features. They felt he did not have sharp features. He was not fair enough to do classical dance.
Okay.
So he was compelled to go and do Kathak.
Okay, so that time in 1950s, the main form of dance was more Kathak and Bharatanatyam.
No, it's not that. It was Kuchipudi, very much Kuchipudi, but not Kuchipudi. Guru was not ready
to accept him. Okay.
Mainly because Kuchipudi dancers, they were doing female roles.
Acha.
So they are supposed to be fair looking, they have to have sharp features, and they're supposed to have a slender body.
Indian, typical Indian, yes.
So none of that criteria he met.
Acha, okay.
So they said, go back to your village.
Yes.
Go and do your agricultural and your non-local job.
Right.
This is not fit for you.
Okay.
So he started crying. In the whole process, his friends took him to the college. And they said, ye to kar le, at least Kathak to seek rack. So they put him in Kathak.
Okay, so then that was your journey, you started with Kathak.
Right.
And then how long did you learn Kathak there in that school in Hyderabad?
I think for 2-3 years I learned Kathak.
Yeah.
Kuchipudi was not there.
Kuchipudi was not there.
Not there.
For 2-3 years. After that?
Then I was taking part in the programs also. Then my,
Guru.
I think my
Prala Shiva Master.
guru, Kuchipudi guru, Vedantam Prahalad Sharma, traditional guru family,
Right.
family.
Right.
He came to Hyderabad with his troupe. So Kuchipudi, I was very happy, and I went to him to, request him to, but I went with Radha.
Acha, when you meet Radha, no, not come to, that's a new story. 66.
You know,
Because
there's a childhood marriage.
Okay.
She was 5 and he was 11.
So at those times in 1950, then you used to have marriages at that age, is it?
Before that,
Yeah, in India.
before
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And that was accepted by all families and on the villages.
My was son.
Okay. So it was. Okay.
Hyderabad economic father, they don't know it.
For it?
56.
And
So 56.
Okay.
so I went to my traditional guru with Radha only, because those times only men used to take female roles,
Acha.
and they have to have the features, feminine beauty, grace, like your features they should have. So I was not having that features.
Yes.
One guru refused me to take me.
Okay.
Then I went to Vedanta Prahalad Sharma with Radha.
Okay.
So he was so happy. Even the traditional gurus were not teaching dance to the girls, because they have to travel from village to village.
Village.
Farming, no?
Yes.
So ladies cannot.
Yes. Travel.
So I went with Radha. He was so happy that both husband and wife want to learn. Then he organized a residence for us in the Eluru, the
Right.
Eluru, West Godavari district.
Right.
Yeah, and after that, we went to Eluru to learn Kuchipudi from the traditional guru.
Acha. And that was what age? You were how old then?
After, I think I was definitely 18, 19.
18, 19 by then. Acha. So you went to Hyderabad at 10. You learned Kathak for a few years, and then after that you went to the Guruji.
Yeah.
And then after by the time you were 19, you started
Yes,
Kuchipudi.
yes.
Okay.
20.
And of course, you had Radhaji by your side. Yes.
That I was 15.
You were 15. Okay, how sweet. Okay. So then how did so you both started learning Kuchipudi together
Yes.
at the same time? Okay, so then the relationship, the love, the bond must have grown even more because of the dance.
Oh, yeah.
And while you were learning, and can you tell me what is the unique part of Kuchipudi dance? Is it the storytelling? Is it how you narrate the whole the katha? And can you tell us a little about that?
The speciality of
The speciality, yes.
Kuchipudi dance is when the dancers used to come on the stage. The musicians will be in the back. And they used to talk, they used to tell the story with the avachikam,
Right.
and do the minds with gestures, and footwork with the footwork partners. So that is the beauty. They have to talk, they have to sing, and they have to do the actions also.
Talk, sing, and do and explain and
Yes,
the story as well.
they have.
His speciality is Vachika Bina. Vachika is when you speak on the stage, dialogues. So there are only 2 dance styles in classical world which have that. That is Kuchipudi and Kathakali.
Acha, okay.
And that is the beauty. And also Kuchipudi is very vibrant, very vivacious on stage. And it is very captivating for even non-classical audience.
Acha, okay. And what is then, you said only Kathak and Kuchipudi have like a style of Kathakali, have a style, you can Kathakali dialogues. So what happens to then Bharatnatyam?
No, Bharatanatyam is like they follow the Natya Shastra and Abhinaya Darpana. These are the two treatises that we follow.
Right.
Then it is normal like any other style. They have the Abhinaya and the expression. They have the Nritya, all that.
Nritya.
Okay. So we have the four elements. Angika Abhinaya, Vachika Abhinaya, Ahara Abhinaya. So Vachika is one very special feature, which Kathakali and Kuchipudi have, where we interact with the audience by speaking.
By speaking and dialogue. Okay. And so then do you give, when you explain a story, when you're doing a katha, while you're doing a Kuchipudi dance, is it about the life of a god and a goddess? Or is it another life story? Or is it usually a god and a goddess story?
Yeah, the stories of God in Rajasthan, that are the stories is like, for your knowledge, like Mirabai, she sacrificed her, royal families and buildings and wealth, everything. She left everything. She took this Dara and went to the Ganga Kinara. There she was sitting and singing, and she was that is why she has become very popular.
Basically, it is all based on mythological stories, but times like when you have practiced the art for a very long time, and the art forms have become very famous over the years, like 50 years right now. So people have started taking social themes and bring forward the things that are like women atrocities or abusing and all that. These are the things also which are being introduced. So we are Kuchipudi dance.
Right.
It is from Telugu land. That is Hyderabad, that is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
Telangana now, yes.
Right. So what is happening like Rajaji is like we are staying in the north, the capital of the country. So he has started choreographing on Sufi Kalam. in Urdu, and in Hindi, जैसे छाप तिलक है, जैसे अभी गुरुजी बता रहे थे कि मेरा भाई की जो है वो सासों की माला, वो कौन सी है, जो तुम तोड़ो पिया मैं नहीं थी.
Right.
So these are the things, as he himself says, कि समय के साथ, with time
you have to change and
you have to learn to move on and keep evolving your art for it to live.
Right. Yes.
So it's like a river.
Yes.
The art.
Kuchipudi in language is Telugu and Sanskrit only. And people used to travel in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and they used to talk in Telugu only and sing in Telugu only like that.
Okay.
But when we came to Delhi, after seeing the Hindi films and this thing, and knowing the story of Mirabai and Annamacharya, who were completely dedicated to the Sahityam and
lyrics.
Okay. So you came to, you saw Hindi films when, and you thought of coming to the north when? At what age? At 19, you were you're doing Kuchipudi in Hyderabad. At what age did you move to Delhi?
Came to Delhi 66.
66. Acha, okay.
To learn choreography.
Okay. And where did you learn your choreography in Delhi?
The dancer was Kathak, but she
Okay.
Maya Rao was the lady who had learned choreography from Bolshoi.
Oh,
Russia.
Oh, wow.
So she was giving this course for which he had been chosen.
Oh, okay.
Until date, he has been choreographing all his numbers.
Okay, that's interesting.
Choreography means, we have to go with the time.
Yes.
So in the villages, the dancers, they don't enter, they just
come, raw mock dance.
And the talk also is there's no discipline. Though it is Natya Shastra Prakaram, but there's no discipline. But in choreography, you have to make entry, and how you make entry and introduce yourself. And bring the climax. After climax is how
to keep the excitement and the
Yes,
momentum going in the crowd.
Like presentation, like costume, lighting,
Like
lot that you
make
get
up
to learn.
everything,
Yeah, to make it more
glamorous.
more modernized with the
That time when the villagers were performing on this thing, there were no microphones. So, but when the microphones came and orchestra will sit there,
Right.
they will sing,
Right.
and the dancers will dance, sing, like that.
Right.
So the time changes.
exposure also. See the kind of shows they did, like they traveled to more than 108 to 10 countries.
Right.
And they must have gone around the 3 continents. I really don't know. मैं खुद ही इनके साथ how many times I went. So there's the exposure. Like they were performing with Rudolf Nureyev and Vienna. We were together.
Yes.
Then in 1996, we were in Tokyo, where DuPont, after Nureyev
Yes, I was going to come to
retired,
that.
so DuPont was there.
Yes.
So the exposure of international audience and to be with the international organization, you learn
A lot.
precision.
But after choreography, we were supposed to go back to the village.
Okay.
Delhi, we were supposed to go back to Hyderabad.
Right.
Then Dr. Karan Singh has seen our performance.
Okay.
And,
In Delhi.
Yes.
Yes.
He was the tourism minister at that
For
time.
the
Okay.
first time we performed in Delhi, our Kuchipudi dance, it was a complete dance.
Okay.
Complete means the Lasyam and Tandavam.
Okay. By both of you.
That's,
Yes.
I
Yes.
should say,
Yes.
they were the first one to show Kuchipudi in a full length form.
Full length.
That was the first time a capital got to see Kuchipudi in its full form.
And how long was the duration of the full form of Kuchipudi? 1 hour or
1.5
1.5 hours, 2 hours?
Yes, yes.
So you're saying Karan Singh ji had seen the entire performance?
Yes, yes.
And he was very
That
popular.
they recommended our performance there in Ashoka in a convention hall.
Okay.
Where we,
So very prestigious.
Yes.
Karan Singh was there after seeing my Shiva Das, he recited this Nutta Vasane, Dr. Raja Reddy, Nanada Dakkam, now Panchavara. He was very similar.
Yes.
That
Yes.
Karan Singh.
Yes.
He reciting this sloka
Okay.
many times.
Okay.
So like that, after seeing that, he was very happy and he told Ikra Gandhi also. His dance and she came to know dance after seeing her performance. He said, Raja Reddy, you are not supposed to go to Hyderabad.
Okay.
You are dancing very beautiful. You have to popularize this dance style all over the world. You stay in Delhi only.
She said, if you stay in the capital, that's when you can reach a pinnacle, She said, yahi raho.
Indian accommodation, and we were staying there in Pandaram Road, then performing like that. And whenever there is a performance, then the delegates come from outside country. So she used to have our performance.
Always.
No, it's not actually what, she was an art courageous. She's from Shantiniketan. She was interested in arts. So no matter which part of the world they would be,
Yes.
she would call them over for a show. She would choose artists.
Yes.
She wanted the best to be exposed or presented to delegates. Like, I don't know how many presidents and princess, kings they have performed for. We have no record of it. So she would call, travel all the way to India and send us back.
He's interested in. And in fact, we were like, I must tell you that Dr. Karan Singh was one of the first person who came on my show, Angie, in India.
Oh, yes.
Wow. And he was like just brilliant. And I'm so happy that I had him because I wanted the children of India and the people of India to understand India from before independence first. And now it's so happy that I feel happy that I've chosen each person who I want on this show has some synergy and some connection. It's making India proud. And I mean, I didn't know this till now, and nor did your biography or your mention of your papers say this till we got talking in person. So that's something really, really remarkable. And he even gave a shloka for you. Yeah, Shiva. So that's
He was so eloquent. He would just recite shlokas.
Yes.
And a great devotee of Shiva.
Yes.
Himself. And used to love because, and Radhaji was also known as the Black Shiva all over the world.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about how, what performance made you known as the Black Shiva? Of course, Dr. Karan Singh ji had already declared you the Black Shiva before the world decided. That goes without saying. But
The black Shiva, I think, is because of his complexion.
no. Right? That is no. I think there has to be something powerful in the personality.
That is, Angie, I would say, that is the reason why I married him also. He was the only man in the world that I was being exposed to, dancing like a man and behaving like a man. Otherwise, most of the performers...
You were so funny.
He's there, nice.
I'm glad you had a humorous conversation on my show, that at least it's a little different than some of the most stiff and, yes.
Prim and proper.
Yeah, prim and proper. I want everyone to just speak from their heart. It's like, that's...
He was so agile, so vigorous on stage.
Like the single dancer, only dancers always in a Bharatanatyam, you must have seen that.
Yes.
But in Kuchipudi group
Yes.
dance, and in Bharatanatyam there is no Vachika Abhinaya.
Yes.
But in Kuchipudi Vachika Abhinaya is also there. Like, and like Natyamela, Nattomela, the conventional movements of the gesture, and like real life, whatever use actions and mudras, that is also there in Kuchipudi.
Yeah.
That's why it becomes very popular, Kuchipudi dance.
No, you said it very right in the beginning, that people want either one is known as an entrepreneur or a businessman.
Yes.
So everything is, appreciated as per the wealth that you're accumulated.
Yes, that's...
But actually the true wealth of a person is the art which is going to live for ages, for times to come,
Yes, that's right.
And when the art, why India is known for? What is it known for?
Exactly.
All over the world, people are crazy about it. That's the way they go about it. Like he tells, Reddy, remember when you used to travel in 70s, what the foreigners would say? They would think, as soon as they land at the airport, they used to think dancing houses and music houses thing.
Yes.
Yeah, after seeing our performance in the Festival of India in London, some people, 15 couples, they came. After seeing our performance, they came with us. We were Air India. And after getting down from the flight, they asked Mr. Reddy, can you show us some dancing houses?
Popular, yes. That's how popular you
They were like, India is full of arts.
Arts, yes.
And, again, snake charmers.
Yes.
So it was so popular at that time.
So you performed, when you said, of course I'm going to come, I'm a great believer of Shiva too. So which performance made the world call you the...
Yes, I started at
the London.
London and Queen Elizabeth.
Ashoka Hotel also, after seeing the performance of the French ambassador.
Yes.
He was mesmerized seeing your performance. And he invited us to the embassy, and we were doing the tea, something, Mr. Reddy. And, in France, there's
Avignon Festival.
International Dance Festival.
That was 1704.
I saw that the ambassador, he recommended us to send to France.
France, yes. So
Non-festival.
Yes.
There we went, and me and Radha went for performance, and there, before our performance, Russian ballet was performing. And after seeing that ballet, we were with that moments are different.
Yes, I'm going to ask you that question later, but about the similarity between ballet and Kuchipudi, and the difference, the similarity and the difference, what are they? And I don't know.
I would like to answer that. How he got his title as Lord the Black Shiva.
Yes.
He was always known. Everybody would say, Rajaji, without Shiva dance, the show is incomplete. It's a soul of the
So
show.
is our show going to be incomplete without that?
So
How I was called Black Shiva, will tell you for kind information. When we were performing, I used to do makeup and this lipstick and this thing for somebody there. Mr. Reddy, you are not supposed to do any makeup at all.
Yeah.
No, you got a very good features. You perform without makeup.
It's a very powerful
Yes.
or
Put a lot of makeup.
Then only the
Look better.
make it look fairer. That's what you mean.
Yes, the only
You've got such a powerful aura. Yes.
The eyebrows and bindi, then I used to perform like a male dancer like this, whatever. So after seeing the performance without making that, I got that title.
Yes.
in London.
London, when did it was it Bhutan or was it Bhutan? We don't remember very well. The Guardian and all that, they report in the newspapers in London. So then he has been very popular. People are like, no show can happen without Shivasta. German TV also been made.
Oh, the German. Okay.
WDR made this thing, documentary called Cosmic Dance of Shiva.
Okay.
That was in 1985.
1985. Okay, and that's interesting.